Hello guys, welcome to today's session in Quantsapp, and today we will be learning about a strategy that will benefit you of 50 to 100 to 150 points within a time frame of 15 to 20 minutes, right? So before starting the video, if you are new here, so you can go in the description, there is a link below. You can download and install the web application of Quantsapp. After successful registration, you will get 25 free tools here that you can use for your trading, right? Now at any point of time you are having any kinds of doubt, so you can go in the profile section, and here in the support we have our contact number and email ID, so you can contact us and we will be there to sort your queries out. Right now there are multiple videos also that you can see, so you have to go in the learn section. In the video library there are multiple videos that you can see and you can enhance your trading journey. Right now, coming back to today's topic, that is the BTST strategy: buy today and sell tomorrow. Right now, today we will be focusing on the quant data, okay, as well as a little bit on the chart also. Right, so let's start it. Okay, now first of all I'm coming into the blackboard. You guys must have known about the built up of market, right? There is a long built up, then there is a short built up, there is a short covering, and there is a long unwinding also, right? Now for your ease, I have already written it down here. Okay, so you can see here, so that I can also save my time, right? So if there is a increase in the price, right, you can see if there is a increase in the price, so at that time what generally happens, the price is moving in the upward direction. Okay, the price is increasing as well as the open interest is increasing. Now what is open interest? So open interest, I'll write it here. Okay, open interest are the open contracts, you can say open contracts. Okay, open contracts. So what if right now it is 315 to 330 and there are so many OI, so many open contracts in the market? It means there are some people who want that position for the next day also, right? So we will see it in the BTST strategy, the open contracts, right? Then there is a volume. Now volume tells you about the liquidity, right? So it is also important, but right now we will focus on this one also, this one only. Open contract, that is the open interest, right? So if my open interest is increasing and at the same time my price is increasing, so you can say that is a long built up. It means there are people who are who wants market to go in the bullish direction, so they are increasing their contracts, right? And similar way the price is also increasing, right? Now then there is a short covering, then there is a short built up. I'll tell you this one, short built up. It means the price is decreasing, so the sellers are responsible for that, right? And at the same time their contracts are also increasing. It means the sellers who are responsible for the price to go down, their contracts are increasing, they are increasing in number. So it means that is a short built up and market will continue to move in the negative direction, right? Then there is a long unwinding. In long unwinding the price is going down. Okay, so who are responsible for that? Maybe sellers, right? And at the same time their contract is also going down. So it means there was a position, the market was going in the upward direction, so that was the long position. After that time there was a unwinding. It means someone must be booking their profit, right? So that is the long unwinding and the market can further continue in the direction. Okay, then the last one is the short covering. So it is similar to of long unwinding, right? So in which your price is increasing, right? And at the same time the OI is decreasing. So there must be the market is falling down, and now because of such movement there must be someone who wants to book the profit. So that time there is a little short in the market, a little covering in the market, right? You can say the profit booking also, and after that time the market will still continue in the same direction, right? So this is about the built up that we will use in the BTST strategy, right? Now along with this there is one more thing, that you have to that you have to consider, that is the OI. But now we will see the true built up and absolute OI, okay. Now what is absolute OI? When I'll talk about the absolute OI, so basically what we are doing when we talk about the that built up, so in that built up we were comparing the open interest with the previous day, right? For example, the previous day, this is the previous day and this is the current day. Okay, now in the previous day there was 1 lakh contract open, okay, and in the current day there are 2 lakh contract open, right? So when we were talking about the market built up, we were comparing these 2 days. For example, right now there are 1 lakh sellers and now there is 1 lakh addition in the sellers. So that is why my open interest is getting increasing. So in the built up we were talking about this. Now when I talk about the absolute OI, right? So in the absolute OI, I am talking about the open interest of the current day. For example, the opening of the market, right? And the closing of the market. Right? So it will be the difference between the opening OI, the opening open interest, the opening contracts and the closing contracts of the market. Right? So this is my absolute OI. And when I'll talk about the true built up, so true built up is the same thing. Okay, is the same thing when we are relating it with the price. So that is my true built up. Right? I'm relating it with the price. And absolute OI, so absolute OI is only this. I'm not including price in absolute OI. You got it? Okay, you can rewind the video also. Okay, if you are having any kinds of confusion, you can take a screenshot also, right? Okay, now moving ahead, for this strategy, the one thing that I have to notice, that is my true built up and absolute OI. Absolute OI, I'll tell you again, absolute OI is only the difference between the opening open contracts and the closing open contracts. And when I'll relate this opening and closing of open contracts with the price also, like how the price is moving with it, okay, then that is my true built up. That is called the true built up. Okay, so built up was different and the true built up, it has a different meaning, right? I hope you are clear. Okay, now moving ahead, so what in the BTST we will do, how we will apply this in the BTST strategy. First of all, what I have to do, I have to check like either my market is closing at the day high, okay, or at the day low, right? So first of all, I'll tell you about bullish direction, right, in which there will be a gap up. Okay, so in the BTST strategy, we will make profit by the gap up opening of the market, right? Gap up opening of the market, we will make profit from it. Okay, now first of all, what I have to see, like either there is a long unwinding, long short, or short covering in the market, right? So when I'm going with the gap up, I want market to gap up open. So I'll say 2 things, right? The first of all, the built up of the overall market that I have told you at the starting, right? The overall built up. I'm not talking about the true built up, but overall built up that I have told you in the starting, right? Now built up. So for the gap up opening, I'll see 2 kinds of built up here. The first one is the long built up. Okay, long built up. And the second one is short covering. Short covering, right? So this is my first condition. The second condition will be that I have to watch for the gap up opening. That is, if the market is closing at the high or breaking it. Okay, so if my market is closing similar to the high of that day or breaking it, so that will be the condition that I have to see. So that is my second condition. So in both of the condition, okay, in both of these condition, market should be close, okay, similar to high, or you can say breaking it. Okay, if I'll get this condition, then I'll also go with the BTST strategy, right? Then there is the third and last condition that I have to follow for the gap up opening, right? That condition is if there is a absolute OI or not, right? So in that case, in the first case, when I'm going with the long built up, so in that case there should be true built up, sorry, absolute OI. There should be absolute OI. Let me clean it. Okay, so my absolute OI should be increasing. It means the open contracts at the starting of the day, okay, it should be less than the opening contract at the closing of the day, right? It means, for example, at the opening there were 1 lakh contracts. Okay, so for the gap up opening, I want at the end of the market, I want more contracts than this 1 lakh. Okay, so it was at the opening. So at the closing time, I want my open contracts to be greater than this 1 lakh. So it should be 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh. I don't care, but it should be greater than 1 lakh, right? So that is my absolute OI. So absolute OI, the difference between the opening and closing, it should be greater, right? My closing open contracts should be greater than my opening contracts, right? So absolute OI should be greater, right? This is the first condition. Now in the short covering, okay, the market should be in short covering. For example, if I'm talking about the Nifty, so Nifty should be in short covering. At the same time, it should be breaking, or it should be similar to the high of that day, right? That is the second condition. In the third condition, the absolute OI, it should be in the negative, or you can say the opening open contracts of the market, they are greater or higher than the closing, right? It means if at the closing there were 5 lakh, so at the opening there must be more than 5 lakh, so 6 lakh, 7 lakh, 8 lakh, right? I hope this concept is also clear. If you will get it, you will be able to make profit out of BTST, or you can enjoy the gap up or gap down of the market. You only have to see the market for 15 to 20 minutes only, right? And you will enjoy 100 or 200 or 300 points, right? And this strategy will be, it will provide you more than 80 to 90 strike rate, right? So just make sure you will get a good hand in it, right? Now, so this was the first condition when you will go with the bullish, right? Then there is the second condition also, okay, that you have to apply for the gap down open market, right? Okay, so let's see what it is. So I'll also apply this on the chart, okay, don't worry. So let's go with it, right? Then I'm going with the bearish now, bearish, and that is the gap down. That is the gap down open market, right? So in the gap down market, we will just use the opposite data of that gap up, right? So what that was, first of all, I'll go with the short. The market should be in the short position. The built up should be short built up. I'll say short built up. Okay, along with the short built up, I'll also see the long unwinding. So if there be long unwinding, then I'll also go with the gap up, gap down market, right? Along this, as I have seen here, the market close and similar to breaking point, okay, so it should be high. Market close similar breaking high, sorry, high of the market, right? Okay, now it must be a little confusing for some people, okay, but I'll clear it once we will go in the chart. Okay, now first condition, short built up, long unwinding for gap down opening, okay. Along with it, the market should be closing, it should be below or near to the day low, okay. So market closing near or below day low, okay. In the gap up we were talking about the day high. Now in the gap down we were talking about the day low. The market should be closing near or below day low, right? Then the third condition that we were talking about, the absolute OI, okay, absolute OI, the change between the opening and the closing of the day, right? So the absolute OI, so in the short built up, what I want the absolute OI to be increasing. It means the closing contracts are higher than the opening contracts, right? And in the second condition, long unwinding, I want my absolute OI to be decreasing. It means the closing contracts are higher than the opening contracts, right? So I hope this all will be clear. You can take a screenshot, you can rewind the video, you can see it again, but this is of very much important if you are going for the BTST strategy, right? Now let's apply this in chart and let's see. Now before going to the chart, there are 1 or 2 things that I have to tell you. When you are applying this strategy, only you have to see these conditions after 3 p.m. only. Why? Because after 2 p.m. there are so much chaos in the market, so much big players are booking their profit, okay? So you must be getting data, with different aspects, right? So that is why you only have to see the chart after 3 p.m. or you can say 3:15 also, right? So between 3:15 to 3:30 you can execute your BTST strategy, right? And next day early morning you can after getting 2 or 3% of profit, or after getting good profit, you can unwind your trade, you can conclude your trade before 10 a.m. okay. Now this is the thing that I have to tell you. Now let's go directly on the application, okay. In the Quants application, I'm using Quants application because there I'll get my absolute OI and various kinds of thing handmade, okay. So that is why. Now first of all, let's analyze the chart. So I'm going on the charts order and trade. Now for the BTST strategy, you just have to apply 1 minute time frame. Okay, so here you can see right now it is Divis Lab. So I'll change this Divis Lab to Nifty. Okay, you can apply it on stocks also. Okay, so but right now I'm applying it on Nifty. Okay, so this is the chart of the Nifty. I'll apply the time frame of 1 hour. Okay, just wait. Okay, so this is the time frame of 1 hour. Right now, the second condition, what I want when I'm going for the gap up, so I want my market to be closing near or above the day high. So for example, this is the first candle. Okay, this is the first candle of the day, right? This is the first candle of the day. So this is my high of the day, right? So I want, this is my day's high, right? So if I'm going with the gap up, so I can see my market is closing near to day high. Okay, so that is the condition, second condition for my gap up, right? Or if it should be breaking its high at the end of the market after 3 p.m, so then I can also go with the gap up. So that is the condition for gap up that I have told you. Either the market should be closing near the high or it should be breaking it after 3 p.m. So that is my one of the conditions for gap up, right? Now the second condition, for the second condition we will go in the built up. Okay, so for that what you have to do, you have to go in the track section. In the track section there is built up script symbol, right? So you have to click that. Now in the built up script symbol, you have to go here, futures OIH, right? Now you can see this is the OI chart that is telling you what is the open contracts of the particular day, right? But we don't want that. What we want the absolute OI. Now in absolute OI, this is the difference between the open contracts, right, in a particular day. Okay, and in the absolute OI, I'll select the true built up. Okay, true built up, that is showing me the data of a particular day, not comparing it with the previous day, right? I hope you got it. Okay, now for example, right now I can see here this is a green candle, right? I can see this is a green candle. Okay, now if I'm seeing here, or you can see this is the green candle. Okay, good green candle. So I can see here I'll get the readings, like for green I'm getting the long, for the short I'm getting the red color, right? So now I can see the market is in long position. So my first condition has met, the market is in long condition. Okay, first condition has been met. Now the third condition, I have to check the absolute OI, if the absolute OI are increasing or not. So I can clearly see from 0k in a particular day, from the 0k it is moving in the upward direction, it means my absolute OI is increasing, right? So that is my second condition, my absolute OI is also increasing, absolute OI is increasing. Now I have to see the third condition that I have to see in the chart. So these two conditions have met from here. Okay, so let's see what is the date at this day. So if I'll click here, so this day is 29 August. Okay, so I'll see if the 29 August the market was gap up or gap down, right? So on 29 August, let's go on the chart now, analyze charts. Okay, I'll apply a 1 day time frame. Okay, now let's see where is 29 August. So 29 June, July and August, and this is the 22 and 28 and 29, right? 29. Right, and in the 29 August my both the conditions have been met. My market was in long position, good. Okay, absolute OI was also increasing, that is my second condition. The third only condition, the market should be closing near to high, okay, or it should be breaking it. So I can see here in this candle, I can see here in the 29 August candle, okay, this was my opening, okay, this was my high, and the market, you know, clearly it was closing near my high, right? So this was the condition that I can see my all three conditions have been met, right? So when all three conditions have been met, so you can see here completely there was a very good gap up opening. So my BTST strategy worked, you know, accurately here. Okay, so you only have to go with these three strategies, and same with the gap down opening also, right? So you can see them yourself. Okay, you can analyze it on your charts. Okay, then only if you will get the fruitful result, right? So guys, this was all for BTST strategy. I hope you got all the things that I have told you today, and this session, I hope this session is very useful, right? Informative and useful for you, right? So thank you so much guys. This was it for today's session, that is called the buy today sell tomorrow strategy. Okay, thank you so much. If you like the video, you can like it, you can comment us down. Okay, and if you're new here, so you can subscribe it also. Thank you so much. This is your trainer Ankit Singh Rawat. Have a good day.